In this video, I'm going to show you some slow living space ideas so that you can find room to relax or reflect even in a small apartment. And we don't have the biggest flat in the world, so I'm only going to show you 2 or 3 spaces, but remember that this is just my interpretation of a slow living space. A lot of people equate slow living with minimalism, but as you can see here, we do like to add a little bit of colour just to keep us feeling motivated and inspired. If you've got any ideas, then please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear about them. So let's start with the living room, which is of course where we spend most of our time. It's actually split with the kitchen in this flat, so we've had to be really creative about how we arrange the space. But we use this sofa as a bit of a breaker. As with any small space, you want to build in some flexibility, so we use this bench as a coffee table at times, but also we can use it as extra seating if we have friends around for dinner. When I'm really trying to slow down or meditate though, I sit on this jumbo beanbag that I picked up years ago on eBay for about £10. It looks a little crammed in, but I really like the idea of having my own little cubby hole where I can just switch off, maybe read a magazine, listen to some music, and just get into some writing. It's a really creative space for me, and I just like that feeling of being tucked away, hidden from the rest of the world. I keep my collection of magazines here too, which I can pop into every now and again, and I want to make a video soon about how a slow approach to the news by things like these magazines can really help your state of mind. But the real hero here is the record player and collection. Sure, we've got all the music we'll ever need on Spotify or Apple Music, but there's something about a record which makes you feel a lot calmer. I love the ritual of taking the record out of its sleeve, admiring the artwork, if there's artwork on it, popping it on the record player, and just sitting back and committing to that piece of music. And more often than not, records come these days in such an amazing array of artwork styles that I just think that they're really something to treasure and cherish. As you can see, we also use plants and dividers to just break up the space and maybe tidy up some things that wouldn't be quite as nice to present to the whole room. Moving into the spare room where I'm sitting right now, I've got quite a small space, but I've managed to pack in all the important things that I need to get my work done. But what I really want to focus on is what's behind the camera today. We do have a sofa bed there that can be used either when people are staying over or also just as a chill out space when I feel like I'm getting a bit tired of sitting on this chair. And over in the corner, I've got some souvenirs from Japan and a bonsai tree. I've personally never felt as calm and relaxed as I did when I was in Japan. The cool thing is I bought these postcards and they were originally all colour, but I left them on the balcony in our previous flat and they kind of got bleached by the sun. So it's got this really kind of like blue and white effect. I really like them. I think they were just a nice little treasure to have. Another thing that I've got on the desk is this snow globe which I got from the Rodin Museum in Paris, and it's got the thinker or le penseur in the middle, and it just helps me to think as well. Like if I ever need a trigger to slow me down and make myself feel a little bit more thoughtful, I look at this, give it a shake, and imagine myself as the guy in the middle, just thinking a little bit more carefully. So yeah, I think he was actually contemplating the gates of hell at the time, but it's not that bad for me. Finally, the bathroom, which I spoke about in more detail on my slow living tips in a big city video. But essentially it's about buying nice products and building rituals into your morning and evening routines that just help you to slow down. There is really something in taking small, physical, repeatable actions that just build in a little bit of muscle memory to the day and just get you thinking in a different mindset. In a world where we're just addicted to our smartphones and everything is just so easy, I think just like that, having that friction in there that forces you to put a bit of effort into the day can really just make you more productive and happier as a person as well. But I digress, maybe that's something for another video. I hope this video has given you some ideas or inspiration on how you can build little breakout spaces into even the smallest of apartments. Thank you so much for watching. If you do like this, please consider subscribing and leave a like down below because it does really give me a lot of help. Anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you in a bit.